Hi everybody, I'm Sandy Sandler, the creator of the Bowdabra Bow Maker, and I want to welcome you here today. It's going to be a really fun show. We're going to go back to basics and show you a bunch of different bows that you can make super simply with the Bowdabra Bow Maker. So I'm going to get started, but I do want to do a little bit of housekeeping really quick. All of you guys who know me know I look at you as my marketing team. So if you can share this video with your friends, that would be so amazing. Anybody who might want to know how to make bows really simply. And then also, please click the follow button if you're on Facebook, or if you're on YouTube, please subscribe. And also, I'm going to be giving away a free roll of our Bowdabra Scrunchy ribbon. I'm going to make a bow using it in a minute. So please say, I want to win, and we'll put you you'll be able to possibly win a free roll of Bowdabra Scrunchy ribbon. Okay, I've got two little cuts. So now I'm going to start by taking my Bowdabra bow wire. We're going to make what we call a scrunchy bow. So I'm going to just clip my Bowdabra bow wire. I'm going to lay it into my regular sized Bowdabra, but you can also make this kind of bow in mini Bowdabra. And so now I've got 24 inches of my Silver Scrunchy ribbon. I'm just going to scrunch this in. Hi Edna, hi Terry. And scrunch that in. And then take my gold scrunchy ribbon and scrunch it in. And we call it a scrunchy bow because that's really what you're doing, just scrunching everything into your Bowdabra. And you can make this kind of bow. Hi Virginia, hi Lisa, hi Marlene. And scrunch this down. Well, today I have Jessica helping me film, so make sure everybody says hi to Jessica. And she is a very lucky young lady because she lives up here in Vail, Colorado. And I'm going to just pull this through, pull it tight. Oh, it's still in my Bowdabra. Take it out. And I'm just going to separate my ends, bring it around to the back. So we're just going to go over a bunch of different types of bows that you can make using your Bowdabra or your mini Bowdabra. So I'm just going to kind of fluff this around. And so now you have a cute little scrunchy bow. So it's super simple, and we are going to be giving away a free roll of our Bowdabra Scrunchy at the end of the show. And for those of you that are watching the replay, all you have to do is say, I'm watching replay, I want to win, and we'll enter you into our monthly drawing. And our next drawing will be on the 15th, it's the 15th of every month, so next Monday, I will announce. So now I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire, I'm folding it in half, and I'm going to lay it down into my Bowdabra. Hi Jessica! And thank you, Carmen. It's just that simple. So now I'm going to take, let's see, how much ribbon do I have here? I have 15 inches, and I'm just going to fold this in half. And for those of you who are really familiar with Bowdabra, I'm really getting back to basics for anybody that might not be familiar with all these techniques. So I'm going to fold my ribbon in half, then I'm going to fold it in half this way, and I'm just going to cut at a diagonal from the fold to the corner. Hi Brenda! And there you go. So now I'm folding it in half, and I'll just scrunch that down into my Bowdabra. And this is what we call our fold bow. Because this ribbon is the same on both sides, I don't have to twist it. So all I have to do is just scrunch it in, fold it back, and fold it back. So this is really a technique that anybody can do. And fold it back here, bring it over and fold it back. And that's all I'm doing, which is why we call it a fold bow. If I can untangle it. Oh, thank you, Twills, for sharing. That's really great. You guys you are just so amazing with how everybody shares. And if you're watching the replay, please share as well. I really appreciate it. So now I'm just going to fold it back. And what I'm going to do here is just make a little tiny floral loop in the center. So all I did to do that was just make a tiny little fold. And now I'm going to take my Bowdabra, scrunch it in, and Oh wow, that's awesome. Edna says she found some really inexpensive 70% off spring ribbon. That's the time to buy it, is now while we're getting into Christmas, because everybody is selling their spring ribbon really inexpensively. So bring this around to the back, and I'm going to just tie a knot and tie another knot. And for those of you not familiar, I am using my Bowdabra bow wire, and I'm going to clip it just so it stays out of my way, but you can leave it to tie onto a present. And let me show you how we fluff this. So I'm going to also clip this, and I have a little piece of wire sticking up here. And Edna, I'm always looking for deals too. Okay, so that's this here, and now I'm just going to make my little loop there, and then I'm just going to shape out my ribbon by just kind of pulling them apart. And I never worry about totally shaping my ribbon until I put it on my package or wherever I'm going to put it. So you can see this is really simple, and anybody can do this. So now I'm going to put this bow aside, and let's put it over here. And then now I'm going to take some of my gold Bowdabra bow wire, and we're going to make what we call a fold and twist bow. So thanks, poor Jessica, this is her first time using this move. So you guys please forgive us if the camera's not exactly where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to fold it in half and just tuck the ends underneath so they stay out of my way. And then what I'm going to do is I've got here about 12.5 inches of my really pretty sheer gold sparkle ribbon, and I'm going to just fold it in half and fold it in half again, and just clip from the end to the fold or from the fold to the end, and I have my great little dovetailed ends. So now I'm just going to scrunch this down. Oh, Jeannie, thank you. She says she loves the red. And is that the red scrunchy ribbon? And so now we're going to do a fold and twist. And we have to do a fold and twist because we want to make sure that the wrong side of the ribbon is on the inside of the loop. So I'm going to twist it and scrunch it down into my Bowdabra. Fold it back. And I just eye the size that I want my loops, because I always tell everybody, remember this is a handmade bow, and a handmade bow of this type can never be exactly perfect. And now with this one, I'm going to do kind of a little trick where I'm going to take my right side of my ribbon and put that down. Then I'm going to come across with a little loop and scrunch that down. So now I have the right side of my ribbon on the outside of my loops. And I'm just going to bring this here, pull this through my slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. Thank you, Edna. We are having fun. And Alice, thank you. And I'm glad you like your Bowdabra. So I'm going to bring this back around here and tie a knot. So you guys remember, you're my marketing department. So anybody that you know who you think might enjoy learning how to make bows the easy Bowdabra way, please share this with your friends. So, and don't forget to say, if you're watching, just tuning in, to say you want to win or I want to win replay. And there I have my really cute, super, super simple fold and twist bow. So now I'm going to put this bow aside, and we're going to make use two different types of bows. So I'm going to make a scrunchy bow using my tool, and then I'm going to make a boutique bow, but we're going to do them together as one bow. So now I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire, fold it in half, and lay it down into my Bowdabra, and just tuck the end underneath. Then this is a 6-inch wide glittered tool, and I've got a little bit over about maybe 42 inches I have here. And so this is great because it works just like your scrunchy bow with the scrunchy ribbon. And just, hi Christy, how are you? And scrunch this in. And Christy is gonna love our eco-friendly Bowdabra bows. So now I'm gonna scrunch this down in here. And then this is a 1.5 inch wide ribbon, and it's 27 inches long. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm folding my ribbon in half, and I'm gonna take the right side of my ribbon and put this down into my Bowdabra. Then I'm gonna bring this piece back around here and take the right side and put this down. And this is how you would make like a boutique hair bow. So now I'm gonna make an X and bring this over. And then again, I'm gonna take the right side of my ribbon and put this, thank you, Edna, and she said she really likes the ribbon. And then now I'm gonna take the bottom part of my X and kind of just scrunch that in, and take the top part of my X and scrunch that in. And so now I have a really pretty boutique bow. And this would be a really pretty hair bow too. So I'll just scrunch everything down into my Bowdabra. And now I'm gonna bring this through my slip knot. And for those of you not familiar with our Bowdabra bow wire, you can buy it anywhere you buy Bowdabra. And I'll bring this around. But what's really cool about it, and I'll show you in a second, but one of the things I love is I don't need to use like pliers or anything else. I can just make my bow and then I can cut it with scissors, the wire. So you don't need your pliers. But the coolest thing about the wire, I'll show you in just a sec, is the fact that it's not just a wire. There's also a nylon filament, and that's what makes it really, really strong. But it's also a wire, so you can use it for a lot of different things. And so now I'm just gonna puff out my scrunch, and then I'm going to just take my loops, and this is a wired ribbon, so it shapes a lot easier the way I want it to. And so you have this cute little kind of poof boutique bow that I think would look really pretty tied onto a headband or a ponytail holder. So super simple. And that's the idea today, is we're just showing everybody how super simple it is to use the Bowdabra. I'm gonna put this one aside. And hi, Diane. Oh, hi, Twila, thank you. She says it's beautiful. So now, what's our next? Oh, this bow, I'm gonna show you how to actually make a bow using 2 different ribbons. And so I'll take my Bowdabra bow wire, and I'm gonna fold it in half. Whoops, I'm mixing my silver with my gold. And I'm gonna lay this down into my Bowdabra and just tuck the ends underneath. Now this is a 1.5 inch ribbon, and this is a 2.5 inch ribbon. And I've cut them both to be 15 inches. I have a little extra wire here, so I'm just gonna cut the wire off. And so this is gonna be my tails. But I'm not going to dovetail these. I'm just going to leave them plain. So I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm just going to go to the center and lay it down into my Bowdabra. And I want I want these to be separate for the tails, but I'm going to show you how to make your own ribbon. Let's see, if you have 2 ribbons that you like and you don't want them to puff out, what I do is I take my peel and stick fabric fuse, and I'm actually going to go through exactly how to do them. Oh, Cindy, awesome. Thank you for having both. And you know, my groomer uses the Bowdabra to make their bows too. It's really cool. So all I'm doing is bringing this all the way down the center, whoops, I think the center of my ribbon. And I'm going to just cut this at the end. And this is just such a cool trick for putting your 2 ribbons together. And so now I'm just going to, let's press this down pretty strong here. So then I can take my end. This is probably the hardest part, is just getting it off of, there we go. And so now I'll just peel this off here. Oops, looks like we have another piece there. And so we'll peel that. Oh, it's being temperamental. So now you guys can see that it's not, if you're having trouble with this, it's not just you, it happens. And pull that off, and then pull this piece and this piece off. Okay, it's usually not quite this difficult, but let me get all these other pieces out of my way. so we can get this last piece, and I'm just going to cut this off because it wants to stick. There we go. Now my scissors want to stick. My arm wants to stick, everything's sticking. But this is a great technique. So then I just put this here and just bring it down the center. So this is a really, really good technique to make your own ribbon. Bring this more, and so it's easy, and you can just kind of place it as you go. So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to twist and push it down. Then I'm just going to do what we're doing, a fold and twist bow. So I'm going to fold it back over and push it in. Then I'm going to bring it back and push it in. And then all I'm going to do here is make a little center bow. So this will end up being my floral loop. So take my wand, I'm just going to kind of scrunch everything in and bring this here. And then now I'll take my Bowdabra bow wire and pull this through my slip knot. Yes, Brenda, this is a great idea for making your own like ribbon and having it be where you want it. I didn't get it 100% centered, but it's because I'm live and I didn't want you guys to have to watch while I did that. But it's a cool idea. So just tie that. And then you make your floral loop by just bringing that over and just shape it, bring my tails down, and you have a really simple, basic bow. So now, hi Gail. Gail Denise Richardson makes the most beautiful, I'm gonna clip this little end here, makes the most beautiful wreaths. She always shares them with us on our Bowdabra fan gallery. So now this here, and I'll put this one away, and we're going to get started on our next bow. And just get everything out of here. Now, this is what I love, because this is one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is you can't recycle ribbon because the wire in it, and if it's glittered, okay, we're having a little problem with our smooth. Yeah. Why don't you try bring it back in a little bit? Yeah, there you go.
There we go, yeah.
I think that might help.
There,
okay,
yeah.
so we're using a stabilizer, and Jessica's just learning, so you guys please bear with us. But she's going to be a pro by next week. So I'll fold this in half. What am I doing? I can't even, okay. I'm going to lay it into my Bowdabra, and I have like way more wire than I need here, so we'll be eco-friendly here too. And just fold it in half and lay it down into my Bowdabra, and just tuck the ends underneath. And so now what I've got here are literally just scraps of ribbon. And I could dovetail the ends if I want, or I don't have to. So to dovetail them, I'm just going to fold it in half and cut at the angle so you have the pretty dovetails. And I'm just going to put this in here. So this is a great way to recycle your ribbon or fabric. And just put this in here. And I'm deciding not to dovetail these. Put these in here. And I have this really pretty lace ribbon, and I'll lay that down in there, and I'll alternate it. So, and one of the reasons you can't recycle, and it'll totally mess up the recycling, is if you have anything with glitter. So now I have this really pretty little pick, and I'm just going to kind of twist the ends so I don't have any wires showing, and lay that down in here. So you can really reuse everything in your Bowdabra. And so now I'm just going to pull this through, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, and separate the ends, bring it around to the back. So we are going to be announcing our winner really soon, but we do it near the end of the show. And we have 2 more really cool bows that I'm going to make. So, but how like super simple is this bow? And it uses scraps, so it literally costs you nothing. So just put that there. And it's a great way to make a really quick Christmas or holiday or gift, any kind of gift wrap bow. So I'm going to put this bow aside and take out, now this we're going to make a double, just a really quick bow using 2 ribbons. And I think I have 2 yards, but I'm going to double check that. I think not, maybe I have more. I have about 2 1/8 yards. And so I am going to take my Silver Bowdabra bow wire. Thank you, Edna. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm getting my Bowdabra bow wire everywhere. Let me roll this up. It's a new roll and it wants to just explode on me. So, okay, we'll take the wire here and I'm gonna fold it in half. And all of these bows you can make in the mini Bowdabra, just mini. So let's go ahead and take these 2 and we're just gonna make a really loopy fold and twist bow. So I'm gonna twist it and then bring it back around and twist it. So that's all I'm doing here, is just folding. And what's nice, if you're not familiar with the Bowdabra, is underneath here, we have springs. And so that's automatically adjusting and holding my bow tight as I work and make it. So twist it. So this is just kind of I call it a fold and twist, but it's also kind of like a loopy bow, but it's a double bow. So we're gonna fold back here and fold and twist. And if you guys want more ideas, please subscribe to our YouTube channel over at youtube.com/Bowdabra today. And follow us here on Facebook. So all I'm going to do here is just scrunch that in. And now take this and take my Bowdabra bow wire. Whoops. Pull it up, pull it through my slip knot. Tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. Hey, Christy and Brenda. And now bring this back around. Pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. Pull it tight again. And again, you guys, if you're watching the replay, and I'm just going to clip the ends here. And now I'm actually going to clip this here. And then now I'm going to shape my bow by just pulling the red and white loops in opposite directions. So we end up with a very full loopy bow. And bring this here. Let's see, I want to put my white this way, and then with this one I want to go with the red in the opposite. And you have a really cute, super simple to make loopy bow. So now I'm going to take this one and put it aside, and I'm going to show you how to use this huge mesh. And I believe that she's picking the winner really, really soon. So I'm going to just take my Bowdabra bow wire, and I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm standing up because I need a lot of room for this one. So I'm going to just lay my wire down. Do you want to try to Are we okay with the video?
I think it's good, yeah.
Okay. We have this stabilizer and it's not being
adjusting
stable.
a little, yeah.
Okay, so maybe try, okay, we're going to turn off this. We're going to turn it off for a second and turn it back on. So you guys just bear with us. We're still here. We're just turning off the stabilizer. So see, I'm here. We're not going. And I think hopefully we'll get this working.
Okay, I think it's good.
So now all I'm doing is I'm taking my roll of mesh ribbon and I'm just scrunching it in. And because mesh is the same on both sides, I'm doing a fold bow. And I'm just gonna fold this back over and scrunch it in. So you can see you can use any size ribbon and it can be wired or not wired. Then I'm going to, okay, so you're looking, Debbie, are you asking about for smaller wreaths, making the bows? Because we are gonna do some wreath bows. So if you guys PM Bowdabra and ask me exactly what you're looking for, I can definitely do that kind of demo. So I'm gonna bring this back over. Oops. And all I'm gonna do again is just scrunch it in. So this is pretty simple. And then just take this and fold it back over here and push it down. And then I'm just gonna clip off my mesh here. And the reason I like to do it while it's still on the roll is because it really makes it a whole lot easier to weave it back and forth. And then I'm going to so Twilla Smith-Johnson, you're our winner, congratulations. And so I'm just gonna put my grapes in here, and then I have this pick here. So this can make a really pretty mesh bow. And as you can see, very, very simple. And I have a wand around here somewhere, and we're just gonna scrunch everything down. And then I'm gonna take my Bowdabra bow wire, and bring it through. And then I pull it through my slip knot and hold everything really tight in the Bowdabra. And I would push this down a little bit more while it's still in my Bowdabra. Okay, now I'm gonna pull everything out. I'm going to separate my ends and bring it around to the back. And now I'm going to just tie this off. You should just be able to use the adjuster. That's kind of weird. I don't know. We're having all kinds of trouble with our smooth today. I don't know.
Yeah, because the adjuster's not.
It's not working. Okay, just however it works for you. And now it's working perfect. Okay, so now we're going to just tie it off. And I'm going to just clip it, or obviously I wouldn't clip it if I'm going to tie it onto a wreath. And you have this really pretty, super simple to make bow. So I hope you guys enjoyed our bows and Twilla. I'll get your ribbon out to you in the next day or so. And you guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing. I always have so much fun and look forward to all these lives. So I'll see you guys next week, and we're going to be doing some really fun, I think I'm going to do wedding next week. I haven't quite decided. And then the week after is going to be hair bows. So make sure you let everybody know. So I'll see you all soon. Bye.